All right, Frank. So now that we have an agenda set for this session, um, I want to know what brings you here today. I know earlier you were talking about still problems at your home, but I want to know exactly what you might want to talk about. You talked about some difficulty making some kind of decision, but what is it?
Um, Lately, I've just been kind of stuck in between the two opportunities I have. One of them is I was offered a job at a local clothing store.
Nice.
Um, the other is that I have kind of been spoken to in my coaches about attending um, summer practices.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of feel like it'll be better to help prepare me for when I go to college. I don't have any scholarships or anything like that, but they're saying it can help kind of get me in shape and keep me in shape for when I get to college. I can maybe walk onto a team or kind of have a better shot of just being a walk on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of two of the things that I'm kind of currently caught in the middle of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what my mindset is right now.
Okay, so I'm going to paraphrase what you just told me. I just want to make sure that I understand correctly what you just said. So you're having difficulty making a decision whether you are going to get a job or you're going to continue with football practices and being overall like in the team. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, so here's what we can do. Um, have you ever done like a advantage disadvantage worksheet, like analysis worksheet?
No,
No? Do you know what that looks like?
no.
Okay, so what we're basically going to do is um, if we have like a problem or we're in like a situation like this when we're having difficulty making decisions from choosing one thing over another, we're going to write down on a piece of paper the advantages and disadvantages of those two things or the specific problem. So right now maybe we can start by doing one. Um, if do you want to go ahead and write it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to make two different ones. On the top one, you can pick either practicing football or getting a job, and then the bottom one will be the other one. Okay. So you're going to do practicing football. Okay, so on the left side of both of them, you're going to have advantages of practicing football and getting a job. And on the right side, we're going to have disadvantages of practicing football and getting a job. Okay. So we're going to start with the first one, which is practicing football. From we can start from the most important advantage to the least important one. So on the advantages side, which one would it be most important to you? And then we can just go down from that. So what do you think will be number one?
Probably just staying in shape to try to walk on.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Okay, what else do you think?
Um, Probably putting together some film.
Oh, okay, to send out to schools.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea. That's good. Very good. And do you have maybe a third one or?
Um, I guess helping up my teammates.
Okay. It's very nice of you. Okay, so on the disadvantages side, what will be the mo the major disadvantage of practicing football?
I guess the idea that um, there's no financial gain really.
Okay, yeah, that's an important one. Okay, what will be the next one? Do you need some help, maybe?
No, I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I guess I do need some help.
Okay, so you did say that you're practicing. How long are your practices? How many days a week?
I usually practice every afternoon during the season, but during the off season we do 2 or 3 days depending on the day.
Okay, so maybe one of the disadvantages, do you think it could be having less free time?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to move into the second one, which is finding a job. What advantages will you have rating from first one being the most important? Um, what do you think will be an advantage of having a job?
Earning money for college.
Good. Good, that's a good one. Okay, what else do you think?
Just learning how to work.
Good, that's a good one as well. Learning new skills. You let me know if at any point you need any help.
I guess the third would be like network opportunities.
Good, yes. That's a good one as well. Okay, do you have maybe like a fourth one, or do you want to just go ahead and continue with the disadvantages?
I guess like opportunity for promotion.
Okay. Like within the company?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are very important ones. Yeah, so some disadvantages that you think could come with getting a job right now.
I don't get to hone my craft in football.
Okay. Okay.
I think another would be that I wouldn't get the opportunity to put any film out there that I can, any recent film out.
Yes. Because you will spend your time working rather than...
Yeah.
Okay. Another disadvantage of getting a job.
I guess the same thing, having less free time.
Okay, having less free time. You did mention as well on the first advantage, earning money. Maybe a disadvantage could be, do you think you might want to add not getting enough money or not having money for
Or
to
just
set you
spending.
off, or spending the money? Yeah. Because you're planning on saving it, correct?
I mean, what I can, but I mean, I obviously still have things that I want to buy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's you already have numbered them from the most important to the least important. So what we're going to do now is maybe just identify out of the both of the list of whether getting a job or practicing football that might be the most important thing for you, going off of the list that we have. So so let's go ahead and start with the first one. Let's go ahead and circle the most important one out of here. What do you think, out of the advantages, what do you think is the most important one for you?
Probably staying in shape for a walk-on opportunity.
Okay.
So circle it.
Yes, go ahead and circle that one. Okay, perfect. And then you have one here, and then one of the disadvantages, just go ahead and circle the ones that are like important.
The most important.
Yeah.
So
It
probably
could be more than one.
no financial gain.
Okay. So now same thing on the second one, please. Which will be the most important, or the like it could be more than one advantage of getting a job.
Probably earning college money
Mm-hmm.
and learning how to work.
Okay. And then what about on the disadvantages?
Probably spending money.
Nice. Okay. So now that we're looking at the list, let's go ahead and look at the advantages of both of them. It seems like you have more advantages right now on getting a job, but what do you think? You circle one advantage of playing football, you circle two advantages of getting a job, and on both of them you did circle one of them. So what do you think? What do you think when you're looking at the list? What have you? Does this help you come up with a decision?
Yeah, I think as it shows right now, there's more advantages with working at a store
Mm-hmm.
and practicing football.
Okay, I see that. Yeah, and it is. I mean, if it's important to you, then I think you should pursue that. But out of this learning experience and out of this worksheet that we have done right now, is there anything that you might want to maybe get some clarification or maybe a little bit more understanding?
No, I think this clarifies pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of helped me put things on paper so that I can see it visually
Mm-hmm.
and understand it a little bit better.
Okay.
So
Do you think this is something that you're going to practice in the future, or it doesn't necessarily have to be on a sheet of paper? It could be always like on your phone, but is this something that you think you're going to practice later on?
yeah, more than likely.
Okay, that's good. Well, thank you so much for coming today. Next time we're going to check on how everything went, and good luck with your job.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.